Ezra's a really outgoing, extremely lovable little boy. So whenever he did get sick, we knew something was wrong.
It's very emotional for the family because their child was healthy one day and all of a sudden now they're sick, and then people are telling them that their child may die if they're not transplanted.
Every day they kept telling me, he's not getting better, he's getting worse. We're hoping that his body fights, but it's not. My mother-in-law calls me around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. She's like, Ezra's eyes are yellow. He's yellow. You need to come and get him. So I rushed to the house and he was so swollen. So I grab Ezra and I take him to his pediatrician. Finally, they're like, if you want answers now, you need to go to the emergency room because it looks like he has jaundice and we're not prepared to handle this kind of situation. So we rushed to Children's Memorial Hermann Hospital and they just kept running tests on him. And that same night, they're like, you guys are gonna have to stay. You can't go home. So I was like, oh my God, just let him get through it.
And you looked at his liver function test and his blood test, and it was obvious that he had a pretty remarkable liver injury. His liver function tests were very abnormal. We watched things very closely as we were doing the workup. It became very clear very quickly that Ezra was getting worse and that he would not recover. He developed liver failure. You realize that liver failure can lead to death.
His survival was less than 10% unless he was transplanted.
Dr. M. Seiss came in, Dr. Bynum came in. And I can't even say that I registered anything they told me. Just looking at Ezra, and Ezra was crying and holding on to me the whole time.
At least 50% of these kids, you don't really have a cause. Transplant became a bigger discussion, and we got the full transplant team involved.
Did a very quick evaluation, sure he would be a suitable candidate for transplant, and put him on the transplant waiting list. Patients with his type of liver disease had the highest priority on the waiting list because we know that the chance of them dying is very high in a very short period of time.
Seeing Ezra in so much pain and not knowing if they were gonna find the liver soon, in my mind I was like, please God, I don't want him to suffer anymore. It felt like forever. You're just like, are they ever gonna call? Are they gonna tell me that they found one?
In his situation, the offer that he got transplanted with actually ended up being in Tallahassee, Florida.
Dr. Bynum called me. He's like, it's in Florida. We're gonna see if it matches. And if it does, just be ready. We're gonna try and do this tonight.
So one of our team members got in a charter plane, flew to Tallahassee, assessed the organ, procured it, removed it. As soon as we knew they were headed back, we figured out what the travel time's gonna be, put the patient in the room, start the transplant process, so when the organ arrives, we can sew the liver in at that time. The liver he got was from a child, so it's what we call a size-matched liver. That actually makes the procedure a little less complicated for him, which is important.
And I just waited and waited until they called me in.
He leveled out very quickly. His kidney function improved. He did very well.
It was such a relief.
We never lose sight that the donors are the real heroes. Somebody was kind enough to donate their loved one's organs to help somebody that they may never meet.
The donor was a baby. She was a 10-month-old little girl. I feel for her parents. If there wasn't that option to be an organ donor, we wouldn't have our baby. Because of Ezra, I signed up to be an organ donor because you never know whose life you can save.
It's really rewarding. You talk to any member of the team, and they saw Ezra go through all these struggles, and they see how he's doing now.
This liver will grow with him and be normal. And unless you look at his stomach, you'd have no idea he'd had a transplant.
It was normal. He started playing, eating, everything.
It's a whole new life. They're like normal people. That's what makes me get up in the middle of the night to go do this.
They have a big heart. For someone to do something like this, to dedicate their life to saving lives, is an amazing thing. I'm just very thankful for people like that.